I knew it was going to be Libra. I knew as soon as I sat down, I knew there is just a pulsating energy about you right now. And it is an intensity and a ferocity that is not common for you. It's a ferocity that comes from falling in love with yourself and your capabilities and facing something that really scared you and completing it. And I talked a little bit about this in the moon messages that I left for you guys for the celebration of the Pisces full moon that's coming up. Today it will be. With this energy that can make us feel very dreamy and inspiration coming out where, even in places we don't expect it, for you to be able to make yourself finish something, which can be challenging for you because it's easy to get distracted by all the things on the outside of yourself that you want to keep in balance. It's sometimes difficult to remember or remind yourself the most important balance you can find is the internal balance. But I knew this message was going to be for you because there has been some beautiful feat of strength that you have accomplished recently. And now it may be quiet. It may not be something that you share with everybody. It may be something that you share with everybody. But the wonderful thing is you stuck to it and you finished it. Even though there were times when you really had to struggle with yourself and your sense of self. Your sense of self-worth and can I do this? And oh crap, I messed up. I don't know how to do this. And even when you face those challenges, there is this sense in you, Libra, that you decided to learn how to fix it and learn how to work your way through it and continue until completion. And there's this level of pride, but also relief. And oh my God, I actually looked at myself in the mirror. I actually looked at one of my weakest traits, which is failure to complete things. And I tackled it. And I rocked it. I rocked it. So, why? We're right now in a very transitional time, and the transition is definitely not going to be an easy one. But with Mars going into retrograde early next week, I think it's the 9th, and it will be in retrograde until November. It's interesting how when that divine masculine energy falls back, regresses, or becomes compromised or vulnerable in some way, how much easier it is for us to believe in ourselves and empower ourselves to keep moving forward. There's a sense of when we don't feel bullied, when we don't feel attacked, there's this divine balance that can come with our power growing, right? Especially when it's almost like responding to a need. If the divine masculine is weakening or waning, then the divine feminine has to take over in a way. Now, Venus at the end of this week goes into Leo for the next month. Now, certainly it will not be in Leo, for all the time that Mars is in retrograde, but it will go into Leo, and then it will go into Virgo, and then it will head into Libra. So those are all really, really nice positions for Libra to be in. Now, for Venus to be in, when it enters Leo, there's such a strong, powerful sense of self and what you deserve and what you're worth and believing in yourself. And it's beautiful how that is happening while Mars is going into a retrograde period and really throwing a lot of our very masculine, just do it energy, progress, make things happen. Whereas that's falling back now and being challenged. So the divine feminine is actually like kind of standing up and taking over and having more confidence to complete things or not back down or feign a weakness when you don't understand something. There's a need for you. There's a spiritual call for you right now. Librans who are ruled by Venus, an energy that will be going direct, going into a very powerful heart chakra sign of Leo. You could even get cocky. You definitely want attention. Like when Libra is in Leo, when Venus is in Leo, it almost insists upon attention. And of course, that is your ruling planet. So it's going to fill you with even more confidence. And it was very, very interesting how this sense of self started coming together when Venus was going through Cancer. The house of the mother, the fourth house, a house where Venus feels extremely strong, extremely tender, but strong, because in Cancer, Venus has a purpose, and that purpose lies outside of herself. It's more to nurture, care for, and inspire others through her tenderness. So there's this beautiful like energizing or filling up of recharging of that feminine energy that is Venus, that is feeding you. Meanwhile, Mars is starting to fall back, maybe kick his feet up a little bit, not get things done the way that he normally does. It's really interesting how that female energy will take over when the male energy is disappointing and maybe even conflicted. So here you stand in the realm of your power, and how it's playing out in your life is beautiful in the confidence that it's giving you. And it's almost like when you come up against rough patches, you don't feel so judged, you don't feel so condemned, so you don't feel scared of moving past it and trying again. This is a wonderful time when you start to feel this beautiful energy of love that is surrounding you everywhere, in every capacity. It is divine love, it is big love, it is ecstatic love, just being in love with life. And in love with your own charms, and in love with your, like, not conceit, but pride. This is a sense of really being so fulfilled with what you've accomplished. It's almost like you're complimenting a friend. Instead, like, it's how you would treat a friend instead of how you would normally treat yourself, which would be very difficult and judgmental toward yourself. But you're not being that. Here we go, air. This is you. It's all for you. And there is that sense of feeling more solid than you normally do. This beautiful paradigm shift of feeling direction or directional or intentional, and feeling this feeling yourself. I know that sounds kind of like I touch myself. No, that's not what I meant. But there's this feeling of feeling yourself and really being exalted right now. Balanced forces are here. And what did I say? This divine sense of balance, of coming into yourself and feeling strong, where normally you might feel very, very weak. This balancing of cosmic forces, which is demanding that you yourself be filled up. Alignment. Oh, beautiful energy. Yes, there's definitely shift and change, and learning how to go with the tides and go with the flow, being helpful, being considerate, being cared about, being noticed, being paid attention to, being in alignment. All those chakras are completely balanced. So this could be, wow. See, alignment is strength within yourself. That's what it is. But it's also a little bit of what I was saying in the beginning of the channeled message. Alignment in that the stars have aligned to give you this energy in order to help you right now to be as powerful as you can be. Realm Bridger, And isn't this the purpose? See, you have such a higher purpose right now, a real sense of what I can do for the larger picture, the bigger picture, tapping into that Aquarian energy, that sense of going beyond yourself, that sense of lending wisdom or guidance to people who need it, that sense of philosophy floating around you, of making sense of things that other people might seem very complex for other people, but you're like, no, not only I'm not the only one that deserves this. Everybody deserves this. So I'm going to put it in a way that people will understand. And then here we go. Trust your innocence. You may be new at something. This may be just a beginning, but believe me, there is beauty there. There is an essential presence to innocence and to the fact that you haven't done stuff before, and that you are a creative newbie, and that you are just starting out. But have faith in that and show it. And it's almost like you're strong enough to not have to feel like you have to pretend like you know what you're doing. You're coming clean because you're assuming a pride that you didn't have before. You always felt like not enough, and now you know that you are. There's a sense of trust the fact that you're just starting out, Libra. 1111, that's awakening. You're awakening to a whole new realm of capabilities for yourself. Even though you are a newcomer, that is actually going to give you an advantage right now because of your perspective and your ideas and the freshness and the newness. Hold on, let's get into the main reading. It was interesting how the cards fell out as I shuffled. And it was interesting because they split very evenly. 3 cards came out here, push, fell out. 3 cards came out here, push, fell out. And we talked about balance in your channeled messages. So there is this sense of balancing your home and your heart space. Abundant universe will provide. There's a lot of abundance going on right now, but this is more, as soon as I found this, it's almost like providing abundance for your family. And the reason why I say that is because this is the fertility card. This is also fortune and luck coming into your life, money that may be coming in that you did not expect or ask for, receiving gifts, receiving accolades, receiving 3D abundance that the Great Spirit is sending you. But it's also spiritual abundance and replicating it and mass producing it in some way. And then you have Dog Spirit, be loyal to what you love. So this is a true expression of what and who you are. Your beliefs, your thoughts, your ideas. This is a beautiful, wonderful sense of sharing this abundance with the people that you love, finally being able to take care of yourself, finally being able to, provide for your family the way that you've always wanted to. Libra, this is exceptional energy. There's also a sense of feeling like loyalty had a lot to do with it, like some sense of your crowd or your tribe really coming together and supporting you has helped out a great deal. So there's an even more fulfilling abundance there about how people rallied by your side, and this feeling of being filled up and so proud of the people that you love in your life. So you're feeling such a radiant love because you've been so radiantly loved and supported recently. And now we have Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch and a rebirth is assured. Something is definitely coming to light, and it is this new, fresh, innocent part of you. It's intrepidatious, it's a little bit worried, it's nervous. This is Virgo energy. Think of the baby deer with its legs shaking, because now it's like not going to be able to hide in the dark anymore. This part of you, this thing that you believe, this thing that you believe in, this book that you wrote, this sculpture that you made, this painting that you made, just this, whatever you've been sort of working on by yourself, you can't keep it hidden anymore. But there's also a sense of defensiveness and protectiveness toward it. Not really feeling sure of yourself, or even sure, should I emerge? Should I show this to people? Should I hand this over? There's that sense of being really proud that you finished it, but you really aren't finished till you hand it over, right? Okay, we're getting into a lot of Aquarian energy. I don't know if you're dealing with Aquariuses, but this is a beautiful sense of transcending yourself and starting and becoming something completely and totally new. Of course, this could mean a birth of a new child, pregnancy, finding out unexpectedly that you were pregnant, but more so, this is working on your community, building your community and starting off fresh, but starting in a different direction and starting in a different way. So, your ideas are unique here. Time for a beginner mind, and spirit has your back. So you are blessed right now. There is a sense of spiritual support that is pushing you forward. And even though you still feel a little bit wary of what lies next, what lies ahead, because you've never been down this path before, there is a sense of you will know what to do, and you are divinely protected. This is a sense of trying to make yourself feel secure in a circumstance or a situation that is definitely new for you. And this is new for you. Stepping up, taking the lead, maybe even taking a position of leadership that starts to dictate rules, which I don't think you like to do. But there is definitely the sense of having, it's like you won in a circumstance or a situation where you once had to defend yourself. And then we have dragonfly and white raven spirit, trust in the magic, truth transcends illusion. Speaking your mind and speaking from your heart, these sort of oddball and curious but interesting ideas that other people really haven't talked about or discussed, and having such faith in the ideas that it was more important. In other words, the ideas were more important than the impending judgment that you may have had to get from them. So this is really about major inspiration. And inspiration was 100% what led you down this path. And guess what? This is more Aquarius energy, but it's my star card. And it's a sense of, holy shit, are the lights shining on you now? Like you are in the spotlight. Public recognition, Libra. Public recognition and accolades, as well as now the sky's the limit. The sky isn't even the limit. So many doors have been opened for you. And I don't think that was the plan, but that's what's going to come out of this. Dream the world into being. Your past definitely influenced your future somehow. And it just could have been the sense of realizing, if I left things undone before, I always hurt. I never did it. I never completed those things. It's almost like your past informed your future by making you keep going and not stopping. Surrender now. Just keep going forward, throwing yourself on the flames. This is leaving yourself up for some heavy scrutiny. People who might judge you, but I think that ultimately there's this sense of everybody being quite surprised. This is Sagittarius energy. This is a Scorpionic energy. There's this sense of or that transitional period between Scorpio. It's almost like Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, this energy. So it is a little bit fiery and quirky and impulsive, insistent on its own judgments being correct. Stubbornness, but also sort of like, what am I really trying to describe? Just to get this stuff off your head and not really care what people are thinking about you, because in the past, all it's done is make you dig a grave for yourself, and you're like saying goodbye to that mentality, and you're just jumping straight in thinking, what could be the worst that happens? I'll see you on the way down. I think that you have foresight, and there are definitely spirit messages that are coming to you loud and clear with this energy around guiding you and also encouraging you to keep going on, to move forward. I think that you have been led by spirit in all things right now. And there's just this sense of seeing from this aerial perspective and being able to help others, being able to share what you see. And warn people. Not because something bad is impending, but just to share wisdom and share guidance. It's almost like you are stepping into this role. Interesting. Claim your independence. This is Aries energy. Claim your independence from that Mars energy. Sweet results await. Beautiful things are going to start to unfold, Libra. Time to let go of that past position, the position of anything that was weighing heavily on your heart. You're going to be able to, anything that you were worried about, you're going to be able to clear up, because there's so much sweetness and abundance that's coming in now to reinforce your own sense of self, your own sense of self-value, and yourself, like it's not difficult for you right now. This bee only gets the honey because it works hard. That's what I'm saying. It's like it took a lot for you to get here, and I think it took of you facing a lot of fears, a lot of insecurities, and you just kept moving forward. So there's this wonderful sort of transcendence about who you are right now, and a lot of fire energy, a lot of confidence and forward progress. This is so tied to Mars. I cannot express that. I cannot stress that enough. So let's read on into your angel readings. I want to get into your angel readings, Libra. See what the angels have to say for you. This would be interesting. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. It fell right out of the middle of the deck, which is interesting. I know. Kindness. It's like finally your kindness is paying off. Finally your open-heartedness, this sense of, yeah, you were doing the right thing this whole time. A kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. What? So what's going on? This sense of I am loved, I am connected, I am protected. Literally the angel messages are saying something is going to happen to you in this energy so that you know, guess what? You are loved. It's going to be a demonstration of appreciation for you. Archangel Raphael is here. Feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. Trust. This is your breakthrough moment. I'm just going to say that. Now, what else do I have to say? Surrender, which is exactly what you get with this energy. There is no point in pushing the barrel up such a steep hill. Go back to the start. Surrender your expectations. There is an easier way. When the time is right, a new path will appear. Angels are saying, please give up the wheel. Please just turn it over to us. You don't have to do anything anymore. You've done the work. This is almost like your reward. This is your break. This is your vacation. Allow yourself to put your feet up and just enjoy the success. Archangel Gabriel is here. You will soon receive some positive news. The channels for clear and honest communication are now open. Keep an open heart and speak your truth lovingly without fear. And this is, be confident in your innocence. Be confident in, don't ever try to feel like you have to be somebody else in order to fit in with a certain circumstance or situation. Elevate yourself. No, you don't have to elevate yourself. You're good just as you are. This is that beautiful sense of speak your truth lovingly. You can easily speak your truth lovingly when you love yourself, and there's no form of self-defense or feeling of being insulted if you come up against something that criticizes you or is critical of you or scares you, right? So there is just a sense that there's no pushback as long as you stay in the love and in the love of what you do. There is no such thing as rejection. Even if you're rejected, there's only lessons learned. So keep an open heart and speak your truth lovingly without fear. Wow, you're sharing something with the world that the universe is like, yes, Libra, we needed you to do that. Sacred knowledge. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the peace within. Beyond your thoughts lies your eternal truth, the I am presence of love. This is going to be a lot. It's going to shock you, and it's going to make your heart race. And meditation is the only thing that's going to bring you back down. Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. You were always meant for this. And I think for the first time in a long time, you're actually doing what you were called to do. And there's so much yellow energy here. Lots of yellow energy. And I know that what's in your heart is so strong now, but this is that sacral energy, that place in our gut, like believing in our gut, believe in your intuition, stick with it. The gut is the thing that pushes you through, so it gets you through the grit. That's that sense of that yellow energy, really that energy pulsating through you. And then we have love. The heart of love is the heart of creation. All is possible through love. All is worthwhile for love. May all you think and feel reflect love's eternal truth. What did I say when I opened up this reading? It's all about love, but it's about a bigger love. It's a grander love. It's a love that is the love of oneself and the recognition of the connection to everything else. Miracle. Whoa! Stop. I can't wait to get into tarot. Our wings of light surround you and those you love. This current situation is governed by a higher power. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well. I can't. I need to see what's up. I need to see what's going on and get the nitty gritty. Please join me for the scoop. That link is below. Libra, I'll see you in the extended.